Yet another server smash for WoodMan, but this time against the Miller, the server that we are gonna be merged with. Mind you that this battle affects nothing from the name change and everything. We will have our own merger smash later on. But anyways, here's an intro speech from Iron Mike.
To never surrender. We took refuge here in what some have called the underworld of Araxis. But despite the heat, this is no Hades. This is our home. The first of us found something here, and with it, they conquered these lands. Now that the last of us have returned, we find it again. Look around, people. Even with borrowed clothes, holding borrowed weapons, it flows through us. It lives in our hearts. It is ours by birth. We have that which the enemy cannot and does not possess. The strength of the wood. Today, we remember the first ones. We remember who we are. Today, it is our turn to carve our names into the great tree of destiny. Today, the enemy will beg as the ground shakes under their feet and their back doors breach. But they will not know mercy. They will only know that we are WoodMan. Alright guys, I'm gonna test you with a simple question. Who are you? WoodMan. Who are you, people? Come on, who are you? WoodMan!
We lost. Well, this time at least we didn't lose as pathetically as we did in last time. This time we got 41% against 59% loss. Well, what can I say? Well, Miller, congrats, I guess. On Merger Smash you shall see different colors of WoodMan. But nevertheless, it was quite fun. The problem was that we were constantly being forced to defend. We never really managed to get any facilities. Sure, yes, we managed to get few facilities back and so on and so forth, but we never really made any big push, so enemy had to really stress and, you know, defend. They always were, at least from my standpoint, on attack. So, and yeah, that's pretty much what happened last two times as well. So yeah, all the fights were quite interesting, but the biggest problem in this match was that fucking PTS was so unstable that if you alt-tabbed, even when windowed, you might risk with a goddamn crash. And for me, frankly, that was very annoying. And another thing that I really hated was the fucking frame drops. I mean, honestly, the whole frame rate was really low for me. I could barely play. At most times I think I had about 20 frames or something. I mean, the whole test server is unoptimized, and that's no surprise. But, you know, filming and then, you know, delivering any good footage with me killing something is quite impossible. And at some point I just decided, fuck it, I'm not gonna film the rest of this piece of crap. I would rather help my team by just killing at least one guy. So yeah, in this match I was playing Infiltrator, and of course my task most of the time, well, not most of the time, but, you know, from time to time was at least to go with Stalker and start capping the points, or at least sit on them. And so I came to Gorney Dam most of the times, and yeah, I met up with a few fun police, as they call themselves, and me and one other fella just simply stuck there doing some funky shit and so on and so forth. It was kind of fun to just relax before enemy comes. But yeah, that's pretty much what I can tell you about the match. As for developers, they actually asked us to give us feedback about the nanites, the new resource system. So first of all, I am a addicted to utility items, and of course I didn't manage to throw out a lot of them, but still, whenever I could, I would. The thing is, with utility items, sure, you can sustain yourself if you only use them and so on and so forth. But if you want to spawn, let's say, a tank or a Sunday at some point, that will pose a problem. Now, another thing I didn't like was that they put those weird prices on different items. For example, all infantry gear, I think at least, was increased in prices. Then, of course, flashbike yet again gets a price increase. Now it costs 120. Frankly, okay, yes, that's 2 minutes of waiting before you can spawn another one, but for fuck's sakes. Well, Sunderer costs twice as that. I mean, I'm happy for that price reduction, but the thing is, flashbike, for example, costs a lot more. And honestly, you usually use it to go from point A to point B, and noobs need that a lot. So why would you increase the price on that? I mean, flashbike used to cost 25 vehicular resources. And you could also upgrade the acquisition timer, so you could spawn it without that cooldown. I mean, for fuck's sakes, that bike is a transport for noobs. Yes, you can use it as killing machine by sticking a fury or whatever weapon on it and, you know, go around killing. But honestly, most of you won't really kill as many. So usually I even use it as simple transport. And as much as I don't like getting killed by aircrafts, I still think the prices they are currently on are a little too high. But anyways, that's about the prices. The thing is, the whole nanite system actually is much better than the current system. Sure, you have in total less resources, so I would probably increase the resource cap to, I don't know, let's say 1500. But overall system is much better than the current one we have, because you simply capture a base and you know that you're gonna get resources for that. But with old resource system you had to take a look at the map and which continent of course you are in and see how much and where you are gonna get your resources. And for example, you can arrive at some continent where your faction has captured a lot of bases, but none of them are infantry resource bases. So you get absolutely no infantry resource for your grenades and so on. So overall I would think that this nanite system would be better. As for no cooldowns, those are nice to have, of course, and yes, if you increase the resource flow, then you know you can spawn more vehicles. But then again, one person can only have one vehicle, so this would probably actually increase the vehicular battles, which I would really like to see. And so that's it about nanites. Well, there was one more thing developers had introduced in test server. Directives, aka achievement system. At first glance, you basically have to kill people to get those directives, aka achievements. Well, frankly, that doesn't really bother me much, but it's really boring. I would rather have some sort of certain action done to actually get like achievement or something. But of course, that will come in time and I'm quite sure of it. Frankly, I'm really happy to see directive system and I really want to see it come out as soon as possible, because as Battle Rank 100, I have pretty much nothing to do in Planetside. Yeah, it's of course playing and killing and so on and so forth, but you know, it's kind of boring for me. And platoon squad leading I used to do, but not anymore. I'm just burnt out. And in the meantime, I play my NC character to get it up to Battle Rank 100. So yeah, that might be interesting, but you know, currently just nothing really much to do in Planetside. And overall, directives are a quite interesting feature to have. But that's about it on everything, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and hey, you can leave a feedback comment down below.